What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing the disassembly and maintenance of my Kubey Momentum. Let's get into it, guys. All right, I think this one's going to be pretty straightforward. It looks like it's all T8 hardware, and it looks like it is a 3-screw construction. So we're going to go ahead, disassemble from the lock bar side, and I will also be installing skiffs today. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead by starting to remove the pocket clip screw on this one first. Again, really good tooling here, nice and tight on the screw itself. As a matter of fact, I actually feel the other side moving. I wonder if tightening this side down will help break this one loose. Yep, that did the trick. And if not, you can always get a second driver to help loosen that screw. But it was actually just backing it out of the other side. Is it spinning now? No, it's just loose, not coming out of the pocket clip. Let me check this one as well. Yeah, that feels tight. So this is nice. It looks so clean with the internal lock bar relief there. Yeah, that came right loose. But it does also feel like the detent is tight, a little light. So I'll show you how I'm going to adjust that today. And today's pivot backed out nicely on its own. No issues there. The supercell, for whatever reason, did not want to back out. And it looks like it's the 5mm 364 ball. So I'm going to go ahead and swap all of that out today as well. And I will reinstall this here, and we will get the bearings out of the way, take a picture, and let me get the tool just to make sure these are the 5mm. Oh, I'm gonna have to order some more. I think I'm down to my last one. Looks like I have my last one in here. 5mm. Yep, 5mm. I said 364. It's actually 116 ball. So I am down to my last 5mm 1/16 ball sized bearing. I think I didn't order any more, did I? 5mm 1/16. 5mm. That's 3/16. That's 6mm. Quarter. 5mm 364. Why is that one separate and not in there? That's so weird that that's separate. But anyway, we will order some more tonight. Maybe we'll do that on the live stream. I'm actually trying to knock this out before the live tonight. All right, just marking that one so I know what knife it came out of. Go ahead and start by getting these put away. I hang on to these just in case. You never know. Sometimes the factory bearing, even if you do want to keep them, they will just have a loose ball or something like that. The stamped ones just don't seem to be as durable. Ooh, this packaging is really feeling used. As you can see, it's stuffed to the gills for the factory bearings here. All right, let's go ahead and clean everything up. I'm going to go ahead. I forgot to grab the circuit board cleaning Q-tip. I like to do that for the detent ball hole and for the pivot. Actually, not that bad. Super clean. Well, I feel like a lot of my Kubeys come super clean. There's really no dirt to speak of. Sounded like something fell, but maybe that was just the way that it caught. All right, and actually, I am going to take that out because I'm having a hard time reaching that washer. And is the washer, trying to feel like if it's got, nah, I don't think that it does. Doesn't feel like it has a groove worn in yet. So I'm just going to roll with it. Let me see here. All right, the KB is in there. Go ahead and reinstall. That feels a little loose. So I'm just gonna drop a drop in each of those holes. And the only reason I do that is just to keep it from rattling. There's, really no other reason for that. And a little drop will go a long ways for you as well. So next we need to do the pivot before we do the bearings. Let's do a drop there and work that on so that it's nice and lubed. Next we will work on the bearing itself and get a little bit coated on the balls themselves. I don't do a ton here because it'll leak out and seep out of the pivot, and I really don't want that. I just want a little bit to help make the action feel extremely smooth. And then I do the same thing. Let me do this here. Maybe that'll keep it from falling out. What I was saying is that keep it from rattling by doing it on both sides. Yeah, that's in there. And then I dried my finger off so I don't have any lube left there for this one. And then let me just make sure that I clean this. And then I mentioned I want to tune that detent ball, or that detent, ever so slightly over here. So just looking at it now, it doesn't look like it leaves much of a gap at all. So I'm going to try to support the scale as much as I can and then work it over slightly and see if that will improve the detent any. So it looks like that added a little bit of strength, and I think that's all that it really needs is just a little tiny touch of strength there. With everything in place, I'm going to go ahead and start with the pivot first. Get that threaded, grab my T8, and get that tightened down until it stops, and then just give it a little bit more so that it's locked until I can test to see if there's any play or anything like that. Before I install the pocket clip though, I will install the hardware bolt, and then I'm just going to test to see if I'm happy with the way that it's tuned before I go too far ahead with the reassembly. So all right, that feels good. Oh yeah, that feels much better. I don't have the pocket clip to grab onto. Nice and centered. No play, no up and down. And it feels a little bit more controlled. Let me throw the pocket clip on really quickly just to see. Where's that? There we go. Let me make sure that's not tapping. Just to make sure that that front flipper is feeling okay. Okay, that feels good. No tap. Still feels good. Yeah, I feel like that's nicely tuned. Let me clean all this up and we'll wrap it up. All right, that is all that is needed for the disassembly and maintenance of the Kubey Momentum 5mm 1/16 ball bearings. If you're interested in those for the skiffs, and a slight tune to that detent bar or lock bar to improve the detent so it's not quite as guillotine, a little bit more controlled, and a little bit more strength on that lock bar on the detent. So feels really good, but it doesn't feel like it's overdone. So hopefully that helped you guys. I love when it's easy disassembly, and really appreciate all the T8 hardware that they did on this one. So really good job, Kubey. Keep up the great work. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on your way out. Helps the YouTube channel with the algorithm. A comment goes a long way as well. So if you just want to say hi or let me know what you thought, or if you have any questions, definitely ask them down there below. Special thanks to the channel members. I'm out of here, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you next time. Peace.